Heated Rivalry feels like the most pop culturally significant thing to happen since Brat Summer. It's all anyone is talking about, at least on my internet timelines. And so of course, I had to give my 2 cents here as well and do a deep dive on the many food moments we see in the show. Plus, I'm gonna be referencing the book at times as well. Heated Rivalry feels like fanfiction in film format, which that is meant as a compliment. Not to mention that the show is genuinely really good. Also, I love challengers, and that's kind of in the same universe to me. For that movie, I once made a cake that resembled a giant tennis ball. Recipe down below if you're interested. This video is brought to you by Squarespace. Let's start with making ginger ale from scratch. It's Shane Hollander's drink of choice, and it's a lot easier to make than I first thought. In a small to medium pot, place the sugar and water, and heat everything to medium high so the sugar can start to dissolve. In the meantime, grab the ginger and grate it using a cheese grater. I didn't bother peeling the ginger, just thoroughly washed it. Now transfer the ginger shreds to the water-sugar mixture. Bring everything up to a boil. Then let this simmer on medium with the lid on for 5 to 10 minutes. And then take this off the heat and let it cool down completely. Now drain the ginger. Really squeeze out as much liquid as you can here. And there you have your beautiful ginger syrup. Now on to putting together the ginger ale, which of course here you can play around with different ratios and different levels of sweetness. I would suggest 2 tablespoons of the syrup per glass, also a squeeze of lemon juice, a handful of ice cubes, and enough sparkling water to fill up the rest. That gives you a nice, mild, medium level of sweetness. Oh, also, you could just add hot water to the syrup and turn this into tea. You could use it as a base for cocktails if you wanted to. You could swap the lemon for lime or even orange. Or you could add like different spices to the ginger when making the syrup and turn this into cinnamon ginger ale, vanilla ginger ale, cardamom ginger ale. Now I'm just thinking out loud, but the plain version is really good. In the show, ginger ale is more than just a drink.
Can I get anyone a drink?
I'll take this Chablis, please.
3 glasses?
I'll have a ginger ale, please.
Oh, we don't have that. Sparkling water?
Sure, thank you.
I'm sure you could have a glass of wine if that's what you want.
No, I can't. Not during the season.
I found amazing discourse on Reddit about this. Generic username _HOU says, the ginger ale and the other beverages appearing in the show represent what Shane wants versus what he is expected to want. He likes and wants ginger ale, but instead at the restaurant has to settle for plain sparkling water while his parents are trying to convince him to get the wine instead. At the bar night, he panics and picks beer instead of ginger ale in an attempt to not seem out of place. And so you could go even further and argue that the ginger ale represents his sexuality and how he is keeping that part of him under wraps. At one point, he's even doing orange soda commercials. Like, where's his Canada Dry brand deal? Ilya, on the other hand, has his fridge stocked with ginger ale when Shane comes around, handing it to him without judgment. Additionally, making him food and giving him his favorite drink is a way for Ilya to subtly show more care towards Shane.
You like tuna melt?
You want to make me a tuna melt?
I was gonna make one for me, I can make 2.
Before the making of this video, I had never had a tuna melt. It's a plant-based version, of course, but it's genuinely so yummy. I would recommend this to anyone, vegan or not. It's so good. First, prepare the quote-unquote tuna mixture. So in the food processor, place a can of rinsed chickpeas, a sheet of nori ripped to bits, pulse for just a few seconds, and then add the remaining ingredients. Vegan mayonnaise, vegan sour cream, vegan oyster sauce, some miso paste, chopped pickles, red onion, salt and chili powder to taste, also some vinegar to taste. You don't want to blend it up too much. This shall not be hummus. Now gather the rest of your sandwich ingredients and build the melt. First, butter 2 slices of bread. Heat a non-stick skillet to medium. Add the toasts, buttered side facing down. Add a few tablespoons of the chickpea mixture onto one of the toasts. Now you could add the cheese on top like so. However, this is vegan cheese. So instead, I would recommend to place it next to the bread for just like 10 seconds and then carefully transfer to the sandwich. And there you go. I served this with some cola, which is Ilya's drink of choice, if I remember correctly. This is genuinely so delicious. Please try it. Let's talk about episode 3 for a second, which is all about a certain smoothie. This episode threw me for a bit of a loop the first time I watched it, but now I know that this episode is a nod to the first book in Rachel Reid's hockey romance series, which begins with the following almost Hallmark-esque meet cute.
Any allergies?
No, I'm easy. Okay.
I mean, the best one's the blueberry one, but...
Oh, you mean Blue Moon over Brooklyn?
Yeah, that's it.
But what?
Oh, nothing. Just when I make it for myself in the morning, I add a banana.
Oh, so you're kind of wild.
I mean...
I took this as an excuse to finally get a new blender. I just picked the first one that had good reviews online. It has like 3 blades. That's crazy. Now the book gives us a little bit more information as to what exactly is in this smoothie, aside from blueberry and banana. And so I'm blending up frozen blueberries, frozen pineapple, frozen kale. I couldn't find fresh, although I feel like frozen is better for smoothies anyway. 1 banana. And then to make this taste better, I'm also adding vanilla aroma drops, a pinch of salt, and some maple syrup. When it comes to the milk, I'm using almond milk for a change, because I feel like that's a bit more nutritious, more smoothie-like. Now when Kip is making the smoothie at Scott's place, we also see what I assume to be protein powder, which I did not include here, but feel free to add a scoop or 2. But there we go. This is a delicious, nutritious, not boring blueberry smoothie that I spilled all over myself off camera. Let's go back to our main characters, Ilya and Shane, and the cottage.
Why are you making so many burgers?
The recipe was for 8, so...
Okay, you cut it in half. What, you can't do math?
Leave me alone.
Alright, so we're making a big batch of burgers. My patty recipe here is from my 2018 e-cookbook. To this day, I still go back to it for recipe inspiration. Crumble up the tofu inside a large mixing bowl and then add all the other tofu patty ingredients. So quick cooking oats, a chopped onion, 2 cloves of minced garlic, some soy sauce, some mustard, some spices of choice, enough salt to taste, also a bit of white wine vinegar, and cornstarch. I'm mixing everything up with a spoon first, and then getting my hands in there. Then I put this mixture into the fridge for a bit to firm up. Fries also have their moment in the show. They're a way for Rose to talk and connect with Shane for the first time. So while the fries are baking, I'm shaping and frying the burger patties. Make sure to squeeze the tofu mix really tightly here. 1 bigger handful equals 1 patty, I would say. Here I'm putting together a quick little seasoning for the fries. It's just a mixture of chipotle powder, garlic powder, and salt. Then I'm making my go-to favorite burger sauce, which is equal parts ketchup, vegan mayonnaise, and mustard. It's so good! This sauce is for both the fries and the burgers. Feel free to lightly toast the burger buns first, and then build the burgers in whichever order you prefer. I sprinkled over some sesame seeds here in an attempt to make this look slightly more like in the show.
Okay, fine. I should have cut it in half.
I didn't make 8 exactly. I made 6 or actually 7. I had some friends over to help me eat them. They were so good. Last but not least, the infamous pasta scene, which makes me tear up every time, even when I casually rewatched it for video research. It doesn't say exactly what type of pasta Shane's mom made here. However, they briefly mention vodka a few moments before. So I thought, why not make vodka pasta? It's super simple to make. It tastes unbelievably rich. So good. Bring some salted water up to a boil. Chop 1 onion and mince the garlic. Go for any pasta you like here. I'm doing linguine. Bring a large skillet to medium heat with some vegan butter. Allow the onion to cook for 5-6 minutes, then mix in the garlic, giving that another 2 minutes or so before adding lots and lots of tomato paste. Mix. Before draining the pasta, make sure to reserve about half a cup of the starchy pasta water and set that aside. Now to the skillet, add some chili powder or chili flakes, the vodka, and also add some sugar. Bring this up to a boil, allowing the alcohol to evaporate. Next, add some type of cooking cream. I'm going with light soy cream. Also add the reserved pasta water now. Then mix everything until smooth. Season with lots of salt to taste. And that's it. Okay, my sauce to pasta ratio here isn't really great. Or maybe it's just right. You let me know. Feel free to serve this up with like a cheese alternative. This parmesan is insane, by the way. And maybe also have it with some homemade ginger ale. Why not? That is a wrap on today's recipes. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this sort of format, I have a whole playlist with similar videos like this. I did Twin Peaks not too long ago. I've done Twilight, Hunger Games, a couple Studio Ghibli ones, Last Airbender. I don't even know. I think I have one on You, that Netflix show. Bridgerton. I guess that's topical too. I really like the Bridgerton video if you've not seen that. Also, a quick little life update. I'm going to Japan, like everyone. I'm going to Japan. I'm going to Tokyo, Kyoto. I still have to do a bit of research when it comes to like the vegan food scene and just in general, like what to pay attention to. If you have any tips surrounding being vegan in Japan, let me know. And I'm gonna be there in March. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for sticking around until the end. And thank you to my lovely sponsor, Squarespace. Squarespace makes it really easy to create a beautiful website, connect to your audience, share your art, sell your products, sell your content, and more. Start by choosing from their wide range of professionally designed website templates to get started, or build your site from scratch if you prefer. Also, create a new logo while you're at it. Have your website quickly get discovered with their optimized SEO tools, meaning you will show up more often in people's search engines and therefore grow your brand and business the way you want. If you need extra help, don't hesitate to ask their 24/7 award-winning customer service. Start today. Go to squarespace.com/MinaRome and use the code MinaRome to get 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.